Welcome to the Church of Thomas. 5-7-10. Petulant Adults. There was a recent story that revolved around a customer at a gas station who was irritated because that they had to go into the store to pay for the gas before they could pump it. Now, I understand as a small business owner that sometimes the rules that are set up are for our safety, and sometimes the rules are set up because somebody abused us in the past. I did work at a convenience store when I was a teenager, and there were people who, this was back during the gas shortages in the 70s, they would pump all their gas and then drive off, and they wouldn't come in and pay. Well, since the profit margin on a gallon of gas is fairly small, all things considered, it's not the local distributors that are getting the money, it's the big companies that are getting most of the cash. So there was a reason why this customer needed to go inside to pay, to protect the business from going under, from loss of revenue. But instead he decided that stomp, 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 he didn't want to do that. He rammed his car into the convenience store and nearly hit the convenience clerk. I just am appalled at this, and as somebody who has worked in a convenience store, I have faced irate customers, and it is scary. It is upsetting that somebody who is an adult would act like a 3-year-old who is a spoiled brat. Now, when Jesus talked about 3-year-olds, he had a glowing version. He didn't see them through negative light. And so if this person was just saying, well, you know, I can act like a 3-year-old if I want to, I want to remind them that the kind of 3-year-old that Jesus was talking about was not a petulant adult acting like a 3-year-old. Here are a couple of verses. First one is Matthew 7:1-5. Judging others. Do not judge, or you will be judged. For the same way you judge others, you will be judged, and the measure you use will be used against you. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in a brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, let's take the speck out of your eye, when all the time there is a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite! First take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will be able to see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. And this one is Reconciler Gospel of Thomas, verse 20. The disciples said to Jesus, "What is heaven like?" And Jesus told them, "A small seed like a mustard seed that falls on fertile, cleared soil, like an open mind of a 3-year-old, will produce a great plant, growing in the light and beauty of the One to maturity, becomes shelter to all the souls that, like the birds, fill the sky." This and the wisdom that Jesus saw in a 3-year-old are the characteristics that we should be emulating, not a spoiled 3-year-old. If this person had taken the time to try and figure out why there was a rule like this, maybe they would have behaved differently. Better yet, if they didn't like the rule, why didn't they just drive down the road to another gas station that maybe didn't have this rule? God bless the whole world, no exceptions. Angel Eliza.